Hey, how to become a better speaker in 30 days. Hey, it's Leanne with Go Big with Leanne, and I know a lot of you out there, well, actually, like 98% of the population are scared to death to speak. So you may not really even have a desire to become a better speaker, but maybe you have a big project at work and you have been invited by your boss to be the speaker of the event. So, and maybe you only have 30 days to prepare for that. So that's not a lot of time to become a better speaker, but you can do it. So I'm going to give you some tips of how to become a better speaker in 30 days because you can do it. So probably about 3 years ago, I was being mentored by some internet guys, and he suggested that the best way to become a better public speaker was to get on video. And at the time, I was like, really? Get on video? Are you kidding me? And by golly, I tell you what, recording yourself on the phone without an audience or in front of your computer, you will. If you do that every day for the next 30 days, just write down random topics, do somewhat impromptu, maybe have a couple bullet statements, but leave your notes on the table, and you just pop on your iPhone or Android and just hold your arm out there if you want, or get a selfie stick or monopod stick and start talking, because then you can re-listen to yourself and hear how many times you say or whatever your word is that you say a lot when you're speaking, and know that you may be a little more nervous when you actually go in front of a group of people, but you'll at least have their interaction. They'll be nodding their head and interacting with you, which does make it a little bit easier once you get going. But the biggest thing for most people to become a better speaker is to get over their initial fear of like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Well, you know what? I don't think anybody's ever died from having to give a speech, and I can guarantee you that all the people sitting in the crowd are just grateful that it's you and not them. So, but some of you may actually have a desire to maybe be a speaker at your church or to do a workshop, and you're wondering how you can improve your speaking skills. Same thing, you're going to get on video. It's the easiest thing to do. Write down some topics, start practicing, and just do it, because you're not going to get any better by thinking about it. We have to take action. So you're going to do videos and do them every single day, whether you're in the mood or not. Don't worry about your hair or anything else, because no one's going to see these. You can keep them on your phone. You can upload them to YouTube, keep them private. The other thing that you really need to do to become a better speaker, or I believe anyways, these are just from my own personal experience, is that you need to become a really, really good listener, because the best speakers are really good at telling stories. And so, and to have stories, you have to get out there and kind of live life, but you have to be paying attention. So, be a good listener when you're at work with your coworkers, be a good listener in your own household, really be paying attention to what's happening around you, so you can throw in those stories when you're interacting, when you're doing your speech and you're talking to the crowd, because people, they need to know that they can relate to you. So, and when you tell a story about your kids or your dogs, animals are great, then they know that you're a real life person. And don't worry about being perfect, because if you're too polished, actually people can't really relate to you. So become a really good listener, which means you are totally listening to the other person, not worrying about your comeback. So we're going to practice, we're going to do some videos, you're going to become a really good listener. And then if you really want to amp it up past those 30 days, because that's probably enough for the first 30 days, but start studying language patterns, hypnotic language, so you can maybe alter some of the words that you're using and really figure out how to identify with the crowd, because there's a few words that you can use differently when you start studying that stuff. It really make a different engagement in the audience. And just those little tricks I've learned at church, I can get people to take more action. So especially if you're doing a speech that you really need to engage people and get them to make a commitment, then you definitely need to study how the brain is wired and use some certain words that can do a really good call to action and get people engaged and invited in. So that's it for now, but I want you to come back to my Go Big with Leanne page. I will be sharing all kinds of tips and tricks, the bugs are getting me, sorry, on how to just live a happier, healthier life. So the topics are going to vary from speaking to inspiration to meditation to exercise to food to business. So come back. I hope you enjoy this. Hopefully it's helpful. If you have any questions for me, just pop in the comments and I will answer them. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.